And here we go. All right, so again, welcome everybody. And can you all give me a thumbs up again if you can hear me okay? All right. I am going to just make sure that everybody can hear the sound. And I am going to mute everybody as well. All right, so again, welcome to everyone. I'm so excited that you guys are here to tuning in tonight to just being open to learn a little bit more about this amazing wellness opportunity. And what I'm talking about is a company called Lifevantage, and it's helped to pioneer some pretty amazing wellness products. For those who don't know me, and you guys all know me, my name is Suzie Benjamin. And I'll be presenting all of this information for you tonight, not only for our health, but really there is some amazing information on the business side of this opportunity at the end. So please stay tuned to hear about it. I promise you definitely don't want to miss it. A little bit about my background. I am a certified athletic trainer turned stay-at-home mom after our third child was born a little less than 2 years ago. And as an athletic trainer, I've worked in various roles: high schools, community college settings, physical therapy clinics, but most recently an orthopedic clinic for over 6 years. And I was fortunate to be able to gain experience working in orthopedic surgery, assisting our surgeons with total knee replacements, hip replacements, shoulder replacements, shoulder and knee arthroscopies, carpal tunnel releases, etc. So I've been around so many athletes and patients whose bodies are being broken down, and as a healthcare professional, help to get them back on their feet, which is really rewarding. But what's frustrating in healthcare is that we are helping to fix the broken parts, but we're still not getting to the core issue of the problems that are causing our bodies to break down. And we are dealing with patients that have a prescription med list a mile long and so many other issues that they just keep on coming back. So last August, my family moved from North Dakota, from Grand Forks, to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And again, welcome to my living room, everybody in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But due to a job change for my husband, that's what brought us here. And it was a stressful time. It was right before that I learned about Lifevantage from my brother, John, who is a chiropractor in Grafton and Park River, North Dakota. And he was passionate about the science behind this company and the products. And I knew that if John was taking these products himself and interested in it from a healthcare perspective to help others, that it was definitely worth looking into further. And so Al was the first guinea pig. He has had amazing benefits. And I can't even tell you this enough for his PTSD, his post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. And not a whole lot of people know about it because it's not something that we talk about a lot, honestly. But he is a U.S. Navy veteran and served on 4 deployments overseas. And he went through treatment at the VA, but has always struggled with symptoms. Never wanted to take medication due to the potential side effects, and I supported him with that. But he would be super irritable, anxious, have temper flares, and it was like walking on eggshells around him sometimes. So just not fun. And after these products, which I'll talk more about, I noticed his energy level had gone way up, and he was in a better mood. He was more positive, a better dad and a better husband, and he was literally a changed man. And so after that, I was floored. I told John I was all in, and I wanted to be able to share. And it was truly a God moment for me. And again, all signs pointed to the fact that I was meant to share this with others. And so now we're expecting our 4th child next month, a little boy. And I'm a work-at-home mom with a passion for sharing this vision of prevention, health, and wellness that Lifevantage has shown my family with others. And again, I knew that if I could help one person benefit like Al had, that it would be all worth it. So to top it off, I've noticed myself increased energy, absolutely no headaches, better moods. And it's evolved now into really helping so many more people, because I really believe that we rise by lifting others. And once you can help one person, you don't want to stop. So again, it's definitely become my passion. So first, what I want to play for you is a short video that covers some of the terms you're going to hear more about in this presentation. A new technology called biohacking through nutrigenomics, as well as oxidative stress.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. Lifevantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. Lifevantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
So now the aging process itself leads to increased oxidative stress, but in addition to that, we are exposed on a daily basis to oxidative stress or free radicals that cause oxidative stress. Pesticides, fungicides from the crops, lead acid batteries, pollution from factories, microwaves, cell phones, lack of exercise, excess exercise, allergies, just so many different toxins in our body. And a little bit about more than nitty gritty on oxidative stress. When your cells produce energy, there's always a waste product produced. So like when you ride in a car and your car produces gas, the gas is essentially the oxidative stress. The problem with the body is that there is really no exit for free radicals and they get stuck in the cell. The cell has some natural defenses that can neutralize free radicals, but as we get older, our body's defense mechanisms slow down due to aging and our body cannot keep up with those free radicals. They then outnumber the body's own defenses and then we start to see the effects of oxidative stress. So every single organ system is affected by oxidative stress. And all of these ailments that you hear people being affected with as they get older are linked to oxidative stress. If you go on PubMed.gov, which is the National Institute of Health government website, you type in oxidative stress and any health condition, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and you will find hundreds of studies on the link between the two of those. Again, for over 200 plus illnesses and diseases you can find that are related to oxidative stress. So what if you could get to the root cause of not just one problem, but hundreds of problems? And so there's a difference between being hijacked and in biohacking our bodies. And with biohacking our body, we're talking about nutrigenomics. And that's when we used to think that we were stuck with the genes that we were born with. So however those genes were going to express, whether it be cancer or something else, we were doomed to live that way. And we were just dealt that hand. But now with nutrigenomics, this groundbreaking new science, we're learning that we can change the way our genes are expressed and we're not doomed to live with the hand that we were dealt. So next I want to play a video that talks about where a company's story starts. So back to the beginning. It's an ABC primetime investigational report that first aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, But inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig.
Dr. McCord, okay.
I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist.
This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Can you scoop? Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes.
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
The company that makes Protandim says its tests show the pill, made from ingredients used for centuries, is absolutely safe. But because it's being sold as a nutritional supplement and not a drug, Protandim does not need FDA approval for safety.
It's the little yellow pill that scientists say could eliminate chronic diseases and help you live well into your hundreds. Quinones has been taking Protandim for 2 weeks now and tells Extra,
I am sleeping better. I feel a lot better and also energized when I do wake up.
You know, as a patient advocate, I stumbled upon Protandim almost 3 years ago. Someone introduced me to Protandim. I just looked at the research and figured out, hey, wait a minute, I have to take 360 oranges in one day to get the same effect of one pill? Sold.
Antioxidants, okay? These are still good, right?
Oh, not only are they good, but we've breathed a whole new life into this topic. We now know that you can actually boost your own body's defenses without even just taking vitamin C by eating lots of colorful fruits and vegetables. But there's also a new supplement on the market called Protandim that is made from an extract of herbs that actually upregulates and boosts your natural manufacturing of antioxidant enzymes.
Wow.
So this is going to reduce those harmful free radicals, reduce some of that cell damage associated with disease, and this is a double thumbs up.
How do you find the energy to keep doing it night after night? We get a lot of comments. So people have been emailing me and saying they love how you look, like you're ageless. It's incredible. So
I have a secret.
What is your secret?
I have a secret formula, and it's a company called Lifevantage. They came up with a product called Protandim. Now, what causes the aging process is free radicals in our body, oxidative stress. This Protandim stuff, I've been taking it for 2 years.
We have it on the table right there.
Clinically proven to slow the aging process down. It reduces the oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So I tested it, and it works. And the nice thing, it's not pharmaceutical. It's real food.
I'm going to have to give it a try.
All right, so what I just can't get over about that news report was that usually after watching an ABC investigative report like that one, someone or some company gets busted. And that definitely didn't happen in this video. So as you can imagine, after that ABC video aired, it said for more information, go to abcnews.com, and everybody did. They emailed the company, they ordered the product, $5 million worth of orders came in. And stock went from $1 a share to $20 a share practically overnight on sheer speculation on what Protandim, the little yellow pill, could do in people's bodies. But there was only one little problem, and that is that the scientist, Dr. Joe McCord, is a researcher. He didn't have a sales team. He wasn't, he didn't have a marketing team. He wasn't Amazon ready to take your order, ready to take your credit card. There was no infrastructure in place. And so nothing really happened. And the shareholders started to get frustrated, and they saw stock falling. And it plummeted to 7 cents a share and almost fell off the registry. They didn't know how to get the product out there, so they put it in retail outlets like GNC, Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS, and sold only a half a bottle per store per month for 4 years. Finally, they hired a marketing consultant who took one look at the ABC primetime video and said, "You have got to be kidding me. This is a story that needs to be told." And he suggested moving it to person-to-person distribution. And that's where a company went in May of 2009 and now has well over $200 million in sales. Lifevantage is a publicly traded company, which means that these financials are public for anyone to see. We also have an amazing corporate staff who see the power of timing. They know that people are looking for natural ways to improve their health, and they see that vision. So next, a little bit more about nutrigenomics. This market, the nutrigenomics market, is expected to reach $17 billion by the year 2023. So it's not going away anytime soon. This is, again, groundbreaking, the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. This next slide is really what I love. This is what really got my attention about this company. And so after that ABC video aired, universities and institutions saw it and started doing their own self-funded research. We now have 27 peer-reviewed published studies, and these can all be found on the National Institute or a National Library of Medicine's website, pubmed.gov. There is no other branded supplement that has that kind of backing, and this is where physicians go to do research. For a branded supplement to have that many peer-reviewed published studies is just unreal. But again, this is what I love. Harvard University, Louisiana State University, and the National Institute on Aging are not going to do research on snake oil. They looked at this because the science behind it is so compelling. Even the American Heart Association had never done a study on a branded supplement before, and this was published in their Journal of Circulation. The 2015 Washington State University study on NRF2 was amazing. They went through almost every single organ system and concluded that the health effects of NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. And really, it does not get more profound than that. I'm not a physician, but I know for a fact from talking with physicians that they are still not teaching this in medical school. So this is a pretty big deal. Now, from the media coverage you saw in the video, Protandim NRF2 has been covered, not just on ABC News, but NBC, Wall Street Journal, The Today Show, PBS, and Dr. Phil. Protandim NRF2 also has 7 U.S. patents on the specific combination of ingredients. So Protandim NRF2, this is the flagship product of Lifevantage, and it was discovered by the researcher Dr. Joe McCord, who you saw in the video, an award-winning scientist. He is internationally acclaimed for his research on free radicals and how to neutralize them. And there's absolutely nothing else there on the market that can reduce free radicals like Protandim NRF2 can. It's been proven to reduce oxidative stress in the body by an average of 40% in 30 days. So when our researchers, Joe McCord included, started looking at antioxidants and how we can reduce oxidative stress in free radicals, they first looked at antioxidants like vitamin C and beta-carotene. And they found that those didn't really do as good of a job as we thought they did. One molecule of vitamin C or vitamin E, for example, could neutralize 1 molecule of a free radical, and then it's done. But what they found with NRF2 is that it's a messenger protein in the body that signals your cell to produce more of the naturally occurring free radical enzyme neutralizers like superoxide dismutase, catalase, glutathione. Those are what go in and eliminate the free radicals. So 1 molecule of the NRF2 protein that goes into the cell can neutralize enough of these neutralizers to take care of 1 million free radicals, way more than any of those vitamins or beta-carotene could do. Those vitamins are like dumping a little Dixie cup of water on a house fire. But with NRF2 activation, it's like turning on a fire hose in every room of your house to take care of the fire. So that's what NRF2 does at reducing oxidative stress in the body. Now, I mentioned the National Institute on Aging did a study on Protandim NRF2 that found that it extended life. So again, you can't get much better than that. And since it's branded as a plant-based natural supplement, we can't make any claims that it prevents, cures, or treats disease. It's made up of 5 all-natural herbs. You have turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, and ashwagandha. And Protandim works 18 times more effectively than the sum of its parts. So it works synergistically together in the body. Now, as an athletic trainer, when dealing with the athletic population, especially elite athletes who have increased oxidative stress due to pushing their bodies to the limit, going above and beyond with their daily exercise, it's especially important to activate their NRF2 pathways to reduce oxidative stress, but also improve recovery time after those strenuous workouts. And even more so as we get older. One of the newest studies that just came out in July of this year was on athletes. And athletes especially are going to be skeptical about any products that they put in their bodies. Fitness professionals are constantly being bombarded with all of the products out there. So again, I love that our science definitely helps to bulletproof how these products can help everyone, including the athletic population. Another thing that I love is that athletes can count on the fact that Protandim NRF2 is BSBG, Banned Substance Control Group certified, and National Science Foundation approved. BSBG is the gold standard in consumable products, and this is a huge deal for professional and elite athletes who are held to completely different standards. This product will not taint their blood tests, and Lifevantage goes to outstanding lengths to ensure the integrity of their products. Another thing I really wanted to mention in terms of athletes is that if you were to go on to PubMed.gov and search concussions and oxidative stress, you'll find several studies linking the two together. Same with elite athletes and oxidative stress. I recently saw a news article on Brett Favre talking about some other synthetic drug on the market out there that helps to reduce oxidative stress in the body to help with concussions. And so that's something, important to note. Again, another thing important to note is that there are other synthetic Nerve2 activators on the market. There's one prescription medication for multiple sclerosis actually called Tecfidera, and that was produced by a company called Biogen. And Tecfidera, they produce that for, patients have to pay $55,000 a year versus Protandim, which is about $490 a year. And Protandim in a Biogen self-funded study Protandim, our all-natural branded supplement, was found to be a more potent activator than Tecfidera. And there's also a Nerve2 prescription medication on the market for ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease called Radicava, excuse me. And that one is $150,000 a year. And there are so many side effects. So why wouldn't you want to know about, something all natural that you could take with no side effects if you had those conditions and spend way less? So the next product I want to talk about is Nerf1. So the researchers at Lifevantage that used their expertise to discover the Nerf2 protein led them to a breakthrough with the Nerf1 pathway. And this is the protein that regulates the expression of genes related to mitochondria dysfunction, translation, and repair. So as we age, our number of mitochondria, which are the powerhouses of our cells, tend to run out. And Protandim Nerf1 helps to increase your mitochondria production and function. So two of the biggest benefits people have with this one are increased energy and improved sleep quality. In fact, I have a friend who started taking the Nerf1, Nerf2, as well as a few other products that I'll mention here in a little bit. And she called me after 3 days and she said, I'm sleeping and I haven't slept this good in so long. She couldn't remember the last time she had slept through the night. And it was 3 days after taking this that these products that she was sleeping better. Now that doesn't happen with everybody, but it's one thing that we have noticed with this product. Another thing is that athletes notice quicker recovery from exercise and marked improvement in performance. And it's so important for any type of autoimmune disease as well, or any disorder of the brain, because they all have a mitochondria dysfunction associated with them. And one thing to note too is that my grandpa died from ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, and that was about 14 years ago. And if that's something that I could prevent in my body down the road, you better believe I'm going to try. I mean, watching him suffer through that was terrible. Feeding him through his tube when he could no longer swallow real food was really traumatic. And again, I absolutely don't ever want my family to go through that with me. The next product that we have that's really important is our probiotic, or our ProBio. This product is super important for our brain-gut connection, and it's essential for everybody. It has Wellmune in it, which is a patented product that supports the immune system. And studies show that it decreases the chance of being affected by a virus. And cold and flu season is here. And it's if you know someone who is always getting sick, it might be because they don't have the right probiotic or may not even be taking one. The key difference between our probiotic and others on the market is our BioTrack technology. And in most probiotics, much of the good bacteria doesn't even make it past the stomach acid to the gut. But in ours, it's proven that 60% of the good bacteria make it past the stomach acid to our intestine. So you can buy this Wellmune patented product on its own for $40, but our ProBio, this probiotic, has it included in it, and it's a total of $40.99. So it will also help our bodies, absorb the nutrients that we're getting through food. It'll help our bodies absorb the Nerf1 and Nerf2 products. So we have arguably the best probiotic on the market, and it doesn't have to be refrigerated. Another personal story for my daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, she's always had tummy issues. And we've gone around and around with limiting different foods, thinking that she was sensitive or allergic. But since we started her on this probiotic this past spring, she has had better bowel movements, less tummy aches, and it's been awesome. I mean, we even had her on a gluten-free diet at school. And now she can eat all foods. Definitely she knows which foods maybe are more inflammatory. However, for her, a healthy gut is important for her mood and anxiety prevention as well. And really, it's been amazing for her. Leaky gut syndrome is a real issue for a lot of people, and it causes all sorts of problems. You have IBS, Crohn's, digestive issues, and I could go really on and on about how our gut plays such a huge role in our health. But bottom line is that if our gut isn't healthy, we aren't healthy. Next product that we have that kind of wraps up the top 4 is our Omega Plus. And our Omega Plus has Omega 3s and Omega 7s, not Omega 6s, which we get way too much already in our standard American diet. But I had never really heard very much of Omega 7s until this product. And Omega 7s help to decrease cardiovascular risk because it decreases inflammation in the body, as well as helping with weight loss. It has vitamin D3 included, which is awesome, and it really is the freshest on the market. Now, something that I learned after researching more on omegas is that if your fish oil tastes like fish, it means it's rancid. So please don't take it. Lifevantage Omega Plus capsules, if you bite into them, they have a pleasant lemon lime flavor. In fact, my 7 and 9-year-old kids love them because they think they taste like candy. No fish burps with this one. And you can actually track your omega back to the boat on which the fish was caught on, which is pretty cool. Now, there is a cardiologist with this company who did a presentation not too long ago, and he takes 8 capsules a day of this Omega Plus. And he mentioned that again in a presentation that he did. And I messaged him afterwards and I said, why do you take so many? And he said it was because it reduced his omega index risk of sudden cardiac death by 90%. So for a cardiologist to say that it could help reduce that risk by 90% was pretty amazing. I mean, that's something that you definitely want to take note of. So those products make up our Vitality Stack, and this is something that both my husband and I take. Are these products. Even during my whole pregnancy, I've taken this whole stack, and it has replaced essentially all of the other supplements that we take. No more need for vitamin C or turmeric or green tea. Our bodies are making those antioxidants now. We don't have to take them on their own. And the price point is equivalent to drinking about a Starbucks a day. You have $149 for the bottles or $151 for the packets. And we like the packets because they're super handy just to, head out the door with or travel with. And my thought is that we can pay for our health now or we can pay for it later. And I just definitely don't want to find out when I'm old in the hospital with a med list a mile long that I should have been taking these sooner to be a part of the puzzle that could have possibly prevented any disease. Now we also have an energy drink or our brain food, which is called Axio. And this is smart brain food. It's so important for focus and attention. My whole family drinks this. Even my 1-year-old gets the decaf version sometimes. It improves our mental endurance, acuity, concentration, and memory retention. It helps to increase our positive mood during the day. Brain fog is a huge deal for a lot of people. And so taking this in the mid-afternoon and in the morning and the mid-afternoon, for me, I've noticed a big difference. But it's clean, it's low calorie, it's low carb, it's vegan, it's BSCG approved. It's free of artificial colors, gluten, added sweeteners, added sugars, and again, it has decaf and caffeine options for those people who are sensitive to caffeine. It's $50.99 for 30 packs for Axio. That's something that I also, we kind of try to ration in our house because the kids would drink so much of it. But we sometimes I'll half the packets. And if you've ever had Russian tea at a small town hockey arena in North Dakota, Minnesota, to me we have an Axio grapefruit decaf version that tastes it's like the healthy version of Russian tea, and I love it, and that's what I drink in the evenings warm. So next we have our Physique smart weight management system, and this system is really neat. It has a cleanse, which is very gentle. People typically do it the first week of the month to help support healthy body detox. And if there's inflammation lining your gut, even with eating those really expensive organic foods, your body will not release the fat that you want to get rid of. So I love that our company realizes the importance of our probiotic, with our weight management system. We also have the Fat Burn, which is a neat product because it helps to reduce absorption of certain things that can increase fat and helps to burn that visceral fat around our organs. And the Protein Shake, which can be either used as a meal replacement or a supplement to our meals. And I've been mixing it lately with pumpkin puree and banana and some pumpkin spice seasoning, almond milk, which has been super yummy. This time of year, I'm a pumpkin spice fan, so I love that about it. True Science. This is our skincare system. And now I mentioned Louisiana State University back in the research slide. What they did was a study on melanoma skin cancer and Protandim. And they came back to the company and said that you need to create a skincare line that has Nerve2 activation in it. And so they did. This is the only Nerve2 skincare activation line in the whole world. And it goes 7 layers deep into the skin. For me, I've noticed that my under eye, dark under eye circles have diminished with this skincare set. It smells really good too. It is very gentle. And what's nice is that for me, it lasts longer than a month. In fact, I can usually get 6 to 8 weeks out of a month's supply of this product. So I feel that it's just totally worth it for, my body's largest organ. A lot of people have had success just with helping to take care of eczema on their skin, or acne, or even alopecia. And speaking of alopecia, which just has to do with the hair, our company has now a hair care system coming out very, very soon, which is really exciting. The last product that I'm going to talk about is Pet Tandem. Now, this is Nerve2 activation for pets, horses, dogs, cats. And it's not uncommon that people will first give this to their dogs and then start Protandim Nerve2 for themselves based on the amazing results that they see in their pets. We know that dogs age 7 times faster than humans, which means they have way more oxidative stress. So this supplement is huge for, and like I mentioned, is huge for horses also. If you go to YouTube and search Canine Health, which is what this supplement used to be called, you will see some amazing videos of dogs suffering with their health, whether it be joint pain or other inflammation. And after trying this product, they are running around like puppies, and it's awesome. It's amazing to see. There is a double-blind placebo-controlled study on this product as well. So if you're interested in that, you can get back to the person who invited you or myself, and we can share that with you. But that is, again, wrapping up the products that we have with Lifevantage. And next, we're going to shift gears a bit. The science of the products and the results were what really first captured my attention about this company. But what I learned more later about the business opportunity really opened my eyes. And I'm so glad that I found out about this incredible opportunity to make a flexible income, especially with a growing family and wanting to be a stay-at-home mom and have that flexibility. So again, really quickly again about the whole products here. I guess I didn't have it on the full screen, but there's free shipping that comes with a lot of our stacks, which is really cool. And then if you did order the Vitality stack or the True Science skincare, for example, everything else in your order would ship free as well. So next I want to talk about a $500 billion plus industry. And we at Lifevantage encompass categories that make up that market. And if you look at these markets, those will never go away. You have the $300 billion anti-aging market, $121 billion skincare market, $67 billion pet care market, $50 billion smart energy market, and then $37 billion weight loss market. So I imagine that everyone knows someone who needs or uses one or more of these products. And 95% of our company is customers. Our products are consumable, meaning that they run out every month. And it is in our best interest to save money as a subscription customer and take advantage of an automated shipping service one time a month. You have the product you need for 1 month at a time, and you can order more or less if you like, and there's no penalty for that, but it's really set up to only get what you need every month. Now you can choose your level of biohacking. So again, free shipping is something that we feel super important about. We want to be able to offer the Amazon Prime mentality. So we have a few stacks that we offer free shipping, like I mentioned, the Vitality stack and the True Science. And then everything else you order comes with the free shipping as well. And I think people really expect that free shipping these days, because I certainly do. You want that Amazon Prime 2-day arrival of your stuff that you order. So Lifevantage is really at the forefront of biohacking and nutrigenomics, because we're available now in 14 other countries right now. We have customer programs in 7 other countries. There are 195 countries in the world. So we really are just scratching the surface of the world's needs of these products. And there is so much more room for growth. Our CEO, the man who is steering our ship at Lifevantage, came from a company that was doing $250 million in sales per month. and he was in charge of their global expansion. So we are really set to, grow at a very rapid rate right now. The new gig economy, just to explain a little bit about this, the definition about a gig economy is that it's a labor market characterized by the prevalence of short-term contracts or freelance work as opposed to permanent jobs. 36% of our world right now is in a gig economy. People are looking for a side hustle. They're looking for a plan B. They're looking for the extra, retirement income. They're looking for that extra money and want to be able to do it wherever they are in the world. And so if you are in an Uber or a Lyft, for an example, for you to ask the driver if they do this full time, probably about 99.9% will say no. This is their part-time gig. For people staying in one full-time job, I think it is around 4 to 6 years. A long-term career just doesn't exist anymore because a pension doesn't exist. And people want to know that they can create their own income source. So this is what, Lifevantage provides for you. Network marketing has been around for years and years, and people talking to people, doing advertising and marketing. It's like telling your best friend about the best movie you saw the other night, or talking to your girlfriend about the awesome cooking tool, amazing makeup, or perfect bag that you found. It's just really a trend that's never going away. Now, at Lifevantage, we have a proven system. So the app is very easy to use and user-friendly, creating a duplicatable system. And I know with some network marketing companies, they make you pay a monthly fee for a website. But here at Lifevantage, the website is free as well as the app. So you can really do this business from your phone. You can share a video presentation, send messages, etc. with that. Again, free website. You can fill out the shopping cart, text or email it to your customer. All they have to do is complete a few extra steps, including their info and where they want it set. And it makes it really simple for people to use. Some network marketing facts. Now, network marketing really doesn't have the best stigma. And there's always going to be someone that says or feels like it's a pyramid scam. But as I've learned, really by doing my own research, because I wanted to get to the bottom of it myself, this couldn't be further from the truth. And for me, it was really about timing and finding the right company. And I honestly feel that working with Lifevantage was a calling for me, plain and simple. And with the results that we've had with these products, I feel that I was meant to share this with others and make this into a career for myself. And it also worked very well with being a stay-at-home mom and flexible work that I could do in the nooks and crannies of my day. But this company spoke to me because of the ethical and honest way, distributors and customers were treated as well. It spoke to me because of the colleagues that I have and whom I've met that are such faith-filled people sharing a similar vision as myself. We want to help others and feel an obligation to share this powerful opportunity for better health, wellness, and more. So again, I truly believe that this will bless others' lives like it has mine. With network marketing, just look at the growth that's happening with this industry. People see that they have an answer. Really, it is one of the highest paying markets in the world. It pays out second most compared to the entertainment industry. And 51% of what goes in Lifevantage comes back to the distributors. So in 2011, you had $158 billion of revenue in network marketing. Now in 2017, or last year, in 2017, it grew to $189 billion. So again, it's not going away anytime soon. So with timing, I know that any company out there right now could find a way to talk about how their company and why talk about their company and why their timing is so great. I get it, but I want to talk to you about the timing of the trends, those biohacking, nutrigenomics trends that I've shared with you. Fighting oxidative stress with Nerve2, improving our mitochondrial function with Nerve1. People that want to take control of their health so that they don't have to see the doctor. Those are trends that are just on the cusp of seriously changing the world. And it's exciting. They're changing how we see our health, changing how doctors and people in the medical profession really have to think. When you look at this bell curve, it's called the Harvard S business curve. It's what all businesses go through. You can see where we are with the purple star, right at the beginning of the early majority. We have not hit the momentum phase yet in our business. And to put this in perspective, think about Apple with the iPhone. The innovators and the early adopters, the beginning of this curve, they were the people who bought the first iPhone. They purchased stock. People purchased that stock at that early time in the company. Then as the popularity of the iPhone grew, the company's sales just absolutely soared. And now obviously everyone knows about the iPhone. It's just another common word we use every day. And Lifevantage has not hit momentum yet, unfortunately, due to fear. Some people want to wait and see, and they want to wait and see how it works for other people and how those people feel. But those people are the laggards, are the late majority. And you can still come in and have an opportunity at that time, but it's not going to be the same one. And according to this S-curve principle, most people have never even heard of the companies in the early stages. But Lifevantage is just in an incredible position right now. Momentum is when distributors for the company will make 80% of the money that the company will ever make in its existence. So we are growing so fast, and many people still don't even know about us. It's really an opportunity of a lifetime to ride the wave of this curve. And that's not my word. Those are not my words. Those are based on the Harvard S-curve business principle. Again, for me, I didn't get involved in this for the business. I got involved because I wanted to share with others the amazing products that we found. But it just so happened that I was intrigued by the business side due to this timing aspect of it. And now really I'm so grateful. So there's a couple ways to get started in this company with Fast Track for a Pack. To become a part of the company as a distributor, I decided that I wanted to go all in on the Platinum Pack. And it made sense because I wanted my family to try all of the products. And I wanted to have the personal knowledge of how each product could help anyone I shared it with. Plus it offered the most savings, 30% savings. And some additional extra ways to get going as far as, the 2 event passes for one of our conventions, or more of our conventions. And my convention experiences have been amazing and so invaluable to growing my business. So I really appreciated that. And also, what other business can you start for this low price? So the Platinum Pack is at $1,250, again, 30% savings on the product. Now, free shipping for both of these, the Gold Pack and the Platinum Pack. The Gold Pack is a little less products. You don't get all of them. It's a 25% savings for $650. And that one comes with one all-access event pass as well. Something that I do have to share right now is that's very cool. By using the Lifevantage app, the new app that we have to grow our business after purchasing a Platinum Pack, in the first 60 days of our distributorship, the company has started this where we'll receive auto-assigned customers. So that means by just using the app, by sharing this information with family, friends, or anyone else that needs to hear about this information, you will be giving free customers to get your business going. So it really is an awesome incentive for new distributors, which I love. So how do people make money in this company? Now, there are 7 different ways to make an income with this business. There are ways to make weekly income by sharing it and obtaining weekly customers and distributors. But there's also residual income that's paid out on the 15th of every month. And residual income is based off all the sales of your customers and distributors from the very beginning of your distributorship or when you get started. And it just continues to grow. The best part is that you're not alone. And this was the most important thing for me. I knew, that I had a team of people to work with, mentors who want to help me succeed. This is a company, like I mentioned before, that I have been so impressed with the outpouring of support. I have my team leaders' Pro9 cell phone numbers, and you'll see what a Pro9 means in the next slide, to call if I need anything. And they want to see me do well. They have experienced the life-changing income that Lifevantage has provided them, and they want as many people as possible to gain that also. Seriously, there are people who become distributors who don't necessarily need the extra income, but want to be able to give more to others in need. And those are people that I've surrounded myself with. It's an honest, ethical, giving group of people that truly see that vision. The 4% revenue sharing at the bottom of the slide is incredible also, to be a part of the total sales of the entire company. When you get to that Pro 7 rank or higher levels, on top of the other income you're making, you share in the total 4% of that global commissionable volume. And so it allows you to build locally, but benefit globally from those sales. And even if you don't have distributors in Mexico, for an example, you still get to take advantage of those sales. So it's unlike anything that I have personally ever seen, and it really does create, this beautiful community of people, wanting other people and helping other people to succeed. So how far can you take this? Now, this chart represents our earning claims statement, which is also found at the bottom of our homepage on the Lifevantage website. Now, if you look at the monthly averages, I want you to think about what level can make a difference for you and your family potentially. So you look at, Pro 2 monthly income of average of $261 a month, or Pro 3 at $580 a month. Those are extra, car payments or extra income that you need to pay off credit cards, or even, an extra $200 a month could help someone avoid bankruptcy or a foreclosure. But then you get into the Pro 4 and above level. So Pro 4 average monthly income is at about $1,200. Pro 5, $2,500. Pro 6, $5,800. You see mortgage payments. You see actually starting to replace your full-time job income with this monthly income. And so what is awesome, again, is that you have a team to help you get there if that's what you want. For me, personally, it's having the time freedom as a stay-at-home mom and not having to send, my little ones to daycare, and still having the flexibility of working this business in the nooks and crannies of my day to help my family with the extra income we need. Plus, with a baby coming next month already, I can still pick and choose when I want to work. Obviously, it's still what you put into it. If you treat it like a flexible part-time job, you'll make that part-time income. But the more time you put into it, the more you will get out of it. And it's about looking at your future and seeing the vision of where you want to be. Now, are we going to be able to count on Social Security income when we retire? I really don't think so. And I'm not going to bank on it. So this is a way to really dig the well before we're thirsty. Lifeline options. Now this screen presents a couple different paradigms. The first traditional 40, 50 year plan paradigm, is what most people go through. You learn for 20 years, you go to school for 20 years, you work for 40 to 50 years to earn an income. And then so you'll be able to retire. And how, much longer will you live after that? I don't know. I mean, people are retiring around 72 years old these days, and but still having to work side jobs in order to make the income that they need. But with Lifevantage, there's a different paradigm, a way to change your life and live your life the way that God intended. So, you go to school, you learn for 20 years around. With network marketing, you earn and learn, for if you really put in the effort and, again, dig the well before you're thirsty, staying consistent with your business building activity for 5 to 10 years. Some people only, only 2 to 5 years. You can enjoy the fruits of your labor sooner and really give to others sooner and live your life. Never depend on a single income. This is important. And you really want to provide yourself and your family with the best outlook possible. Again, dig the well before you're thirsty. There's no security in a job, even a high-paying one. When you stop working, you stop getting paid. And if you don't have a plan for residual or retirement income, you're living a very risky life. This next slide is something, again, that means a lot to me. It's a beautiful thing that I get to be a part of a company that gives back in a wonderful way with our legacy program. Every year, there is a new incentive trip that you can earn, and it's all expenses paid. On those incentive trips, you get to actually be part of improving the community where you are, whether it's painting a building or painting or planting new gardens at a local school or cleaning up, an area. You are giving back and making an impact where you are. And also every December, Lifevantage has a mission trip in Mexico where we build houses for deserving families. Lastly, it's just really important in this gig economy to have a plan B. And if it's not with Lifevantage, find another source of income that will provide you that residual income. If this, this is a willable asset. I am going to be able to leave this to my kids for their future needs. And that is incredible. I could not do that with a 9-to-5 job or linear income, as it's called, where you get paid while you're there. If you aren't there, you don't get paid. So next, you might find yourself in one of 3 positions. First one, you're interested in becoming a distributor. You want these products in your body and you are Rolodexing in your head who that could benefit from them. Whether it's having, an aunt with cancer or a cousin with multiple sclerosis or, wanting to feel better gut health yourself. You want to share and be blessed with having that additional income as well. Number 2, you want these products in your body as a customer. You want to try them out and experience the benefits for yourself and see really how amazing they are. And number 3, you just need more information. And don't hesitate to reach out. You know, we do have a private Facebook group that has so many more stories of healing and hope, as well as research available to share. And again, pubmed.gov is a really valuable resource for those studies if you're interested in learning more on that front. But I just ask that you do the person a favor who invited you to this presentation tonight. Let them know where you stand. You know, they truly care enough about you to have asked you to tune in. And it's important, whether or not it's for you, please let them know. You know, I truly pray that God places the people in my life that need to hear this information and who are open to learning more. And with that, I really thank everyone for your time this evening. I so appreciate you taking, you know, time away from your busy evening to hear about this incredible opportunity. So with that, I'm going to stop the share and stop recording.